I know you currently serve as the chair of the Wellbeing Community at the Union International Association of Lawyers. What cultural shift do you believe must happen first for well-being to become a professional priority?
Oof. I mean, what we're seeing right now, I think it's on the one hand, it's a very critical scenario. Whether we look at depression, suicide rates, alcoholism, drug abuse, divorce rates, for a bunch of factors I could speak for hours about, related about, to where law firms are, what they do, the mindset of the lawyer, the kind of life the lawyers are doing, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't change if you are in corporate legal departments or in law firms. The scenario is pretty critical. The helpful plus is that compared to 10 years ago, we are starting speaking about that. And we're also starting speaking about that because it's a critical factor, not only in terms of sensitivity of the community about, empathy. No, no, it's a critical factor in terms of money because it affects the retention, it affects the sense of belonging of the people, it affects the purpose, it affects the numbers. So coming back to your question, this is what is going to change. The more we look at the numbers and the price of not taking care of the people, the more the more we look the more we look at these elements, the more we will start to make initiatives. And on the short term, I don't believe that investing in well-being is a very wise decision because it will affect your revenues. I'm sorry about that. You will bill more hours. You will have more people interacting instead of working. You will have people taking days off for longer maternity and paternity leaves. That's the starting point. On the other hand, if you look at the mid to long term, that's another decision. So as long as the law firms and the legal departments are looking at numbers, and as long as they decide to have a longer term strategy, which is very related to sustainability, because you got to think about what's going on after you, and not a short term one, I think that there's enough on the table to be optimistic. But I'm very, how can I say, straight to the point. The more we look at the numbers, the more we look at the money, the better the possibility is for well-being to become a core priority in law firms and legal department. The more we think about the subjective lens, okay, we have, this person are tending to burn out, and we have these, neurodivergent players who are struggling on a daily basis. I wouldn't say the less we are impactful, because that would be probably brutal, but we would not have the same effect.
Mhm.
So speaking about the money effect, especially if I think about the companies that they know or the partners that they know, it's a way more effective strategy. So if we really want to take care of the people, including neurodivergent ones, I think that bringing some KPIs in our eyes, bringing in the costs of not investing on people, bringing in the costs of burnout, bringing in, the costs of having your client that is changing three associates because everybody's leaving the firm, then it's a good starting point for better conversations on the matter.